creation of your abstract artwork in partnership with spirit beings. What is your training?
Well, that depends on how you want to define training. And as we're talking, I'm smiling as I think about my past definition of training. Having worked in the educational field, training was schooling. And I've never had any kind of formal training in regard to the artwork from a human being. I'm sure that I colored and painted as a child, and I'm sure I stayed within the lines. But this is very, very different. My training has come from the spirit world. And every technique I use, every outcome I achieve is truly based on training from the spirit world. And I've spent hours debating with them over the information they've given me. This isn't going to work. Yes, it will. Let's give it a try. I don't like that. Okay, well, let's try a different technique. And it really has been about relationship building. I don't know how to describe the training I've had. I know it's training. I know it's training. But it comes from something I can't describe. And so to call it training seems almost foolish to me, to the point that I have only recently begun to see myself as an artist. And when I had a gallery in New York contact me about submitting a portfolio, I couldn't imagine what they saw in my artwork or me as an artist. And I believed, or I told myself, that it was because of the narrative attached to the artwork, or it was because of the fact that I was unique in partnering with the spirit world. And the spirit world kept encouraging me to let me know that in fact I am an artist. And in having a discussion with the director, at one point she said to me, "Ellen, I accepted your portfolio for exhibition solely based on the art. I had no idea about this other stuff, which is fantastic, but it's the art. It's unique, it's distinct, and you're an artist." And I was like, I'm an artist! And I have nobody to thank but the spirit world. They have guided me every step of the way. They've been patient with me as they've trained me. They've allowed my human faults to be a benefit as opposed to a limitation. And so I guess what I would say to people is, whether it's the spirit world, your inner being, I don't know what it is. It's undefinable. Just play with listening. Just play with listening. You know, I used to have the spirit world say to me, "What's the worst that could happen?" And I would think, well, somebody might not like my artwork. And if that's the worst that can happen, and I get all of this pleasure and I get all of this joy in the meantime, I don't know. I guess I believe we as humans need to take greater risk in what we hear. We need to take greater risk in what we hear and allow ourselves to play.